Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today is see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Virginia's offense will start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Off the play fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Ennis. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Morris. Got his man downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ennis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Unleashes it. Found the spot in the defense. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This work in his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Going to the run, it's Taylor. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
all you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Missouri's offense has the ball for the first time. They'll try it over the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hardy. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Grab near the marker is Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the tailback. Quick spin on the line. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down.
Right up the middle, unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, looking for a man. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And it's incomplete on third down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Back to pass, it's Morris. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Hardy. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Catch in the middle. It's Manning. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Tiger! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air. It's a grab over the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. With the catch, it's Ross. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Very late in the half. Heel off one deep down the left side. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, in a season filled with magical moments, even more here today in this Gator Bowl. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gator Bowl.
And the Cavaliers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Quarterback flips it coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Tigers are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. Looking deep. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Got his man on the right. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, working that wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Manning. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Makes a man miss. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
3rd down coming up.
That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Makes 1 man miss. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Hardy. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have have this one all but locked up. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Fires left. That's caught. It's Harris. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Yeah, David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
He's taking a deep shot. And it's caught inside the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
It's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Morris. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.